as some sort of homing signal, in this case a
Hello,
laser,
everyone.
during its flight.
Yeah.
I think I get it.
Well, actually, no.
Why is arm
I
not
take
getting picked up?
slight correction on that. The
Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you for the resub, darling. Heck.
yeah.
I mean, it's a
26
dumbfire munition that
months,
will lock
Jesus.
on during its initial
I don't know why
trajectory.
the Arma window isn't showing up. It should show up here soon.
What round type is that?
Anyway, how are you
Sal.
doing, darling?
Okay, so that's
Semi-active
Sal.
laser homing.
There it goes.
Okay, so it's similar to the Saclos, but there's no built-in lays from the tube, so it'll only acquire a lays provided by someone else.
Morningstar is teaching the kids the
which
rocket artillery
I
trick.
prefer the Sal's over the Saclos, just due to the simple fact that, oh look, there's an enemy vehicle way the fuck out there, and I'm out of heat sinks, and all I got is Saclos. Fire! Now I gotta sit here and wait and hope that motherfucker don't shoot me in the face.
You'd rather have somebody else lays it from another angle.
Barnes, I appreciate you
Yeah.
deliberately walking into the backblast there.
Sorry, I
I
thought I was gonna.
wasn't
I
going
thought
to
I was
fire
gonna laser it.
anyways.
So, a couple questions about the quartermaster, Doc.
Yes.
So for the rifleman MOS, are UGLs possible?
Oh, I think that's in discussion.
Especially because I noticed the Grenadier MOS is either launcher primary or launcher secondary, depending on personal preference for launcher.
I'll have to get back to you on that. We'll have to have
What's a
a command
Bulldog kit?
discussion.
Oh yeah, that's the jumper.
Yeah, that's the
jetpack.
that's the
jump pack.
the jetpacks. Yeah.
It's a jump pack. The powered flight, it is capable of powered sustained flight, but it's incredibly slow, and you only get like half a click. It's a jump pack.
So it's for like if I need to get on this roof. And
It's for
Yes.
urban
twice the
combat.
height.
It's for mobility and verticality in urban situations.
I mean, let's be clear, it's hella fun, but limited in its utility.
A big open fields like this.
Especially depending upon which fucking pack you're using.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, none of my training from when I was growing up would carry over really.
Nah, probably
Another
not,
question.
unfortunately.
Couple other questions. So another one is there was some discussion of the Jackrabbit being available to the Rifleman MOS with as a single round launcher. Is that still the case?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You mean the rabbit?
Or the rabbit, Jackrabbit. Rabbit.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about still.
If you, LT, if you can open up a suggestion access to this, I found a typo.
It's not my document.
Okay, well, if you could pass that on to Terror, because it's Saclos, not Salcos.
I'll let you pass it along to Terror.
I'm not suicidal.
Yeah,
Bird never typos.
neither am I. Fuck.
So, but to kind of further elaborate with the grenade launcher, if you're not a grenadier, as of right now, no, because it's specifically the battle rifles with any weapon with an underslung launcher is basically a variant for them to where they can either stick with main battle rifle or whatever else weapon has a grenade launcher an under barrel launcher, or they can go through and
bubble shields.
take a multiple launcher and then have to go with like a caseless, which I mean, in all honesty, is not the caseless is not bad.
Oh, there's also
So
I'm just excited I'm allowed to have bubble shields, because the one time Hayes used that one, it was cool as hell.
yeah. So, but okay. What I'm also noticing though is that like the M390. So the Grenadier loadouts listed are actually either a primary and a secondary launcher like the 319M or the 319N and then an M7 caseless. So there's actually like there's actually not a lot of mention of UGL as the loadout, but instead both of them are a launcher in one of the slots. But I mean, I'm sure that will probably be what the fuck? There's APFSDS 40 mic? Bizarre.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
No, that's 14.5.
Look, it's this ain't
What
the
would actually
21st.
take
This ain't the
this?
21st century. Okay, we've made leaps and bounds in munitions.
But we can't drop a laser guided artillery shell on a dispersion radius smaller than 75 meters.
That's just the world we live in.
That's physics.
Okay, last question. It looks like the radio backpack or the backpack with the radio clipped on it replaced the LR bag.
Yeah, apparently I was misinformed that that was an LR. I thought it wasn't. Apparently it is. So
Fascinating, because that was
What
in the
bag
base
is that?
kit. The one that Barnes has right there with the radio on it. That was in the base kit, and everybody's gonna have to refuckerize all their. I mean, everybody's gonna have to
it's
fucker
not.
all their
It's a
lines,
different one.
but-
It's a different one, I believe.
Huh?
No, it's the ODST. It's also the one I'm wearing. Is the ODST radio
Yep.
backpack.
Stand by.
Oh wait, does that actually do
Okay,
something? I
so
thought
can
that
you hear
was
me
just-
on long range right now, Shields?
No.
Then it's not the right backpack.
Okay. Well, this document says that that is the RTL bag. This document says that RTO uses that backpack, which is not an LR bag.
Yeah, I just thought it. It actually had my radio on me as opposed to just helmet radio.
All right.
But it's
Yeah,
otherwise
so
the
that's-
Tell
same.
me what the fuck
Like how
bag it
Hayes'
is.
backpack has a medical.
I am-
in it.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
why I'm
no, it
confused.
is. It is an LR.
I'm gonna say the
you're
document is
mistaken.
incorrect then.
All right, look at the backpack on my back. See the name of it?
I've got no. I can't see your. Oh yes, I mean that's M56S
Yep.
rucksack ODST radio.
Okay, why don't you type that in and try it out?
That's literally what I'm wearing right now.
It is. He's just got a launcher in the way.
May I make an interjection?
What's up?
I think medical
check.
school was easier than all the stuff y'all are talking about. I'll be real.
Oh, wait, hey, LT, what's
What's
the
up?
long range freak you're on?
60.
Worrying about
God damn it.
underslung grenade launchers and shit.
There we go.
Meanwhile, I just worry about stitching your guts back into place.
Yep.
So does that work as an LR bag?
Subject.
Loud and clear.
Yep.
Huh. So we've all
Huh.
been wearing. Every single person in the squad's been wearing an LR bag if they use the base loadout.
I
Fascinating.
didn't even know I could turn it on as an LR.
Wait,
I was
so
basing it on the-
y'all just haven't been hearing the
No, we've
LR
never heard
conversations.
LR, but we've all
No,
been wearing
because
these
it's set
backpacks
to
because
fit-
they were in the base loadout.
Oh. We're gonna have to update that base loadout. I don't want everyone and their mother hearing long range. That's
To be,
deeply unpleasant. So
I've heard it sometimes, but is that just because whoever had the LR bag had speakers on?
No, that was
Possibly,
the
it's also
voices in
maybe
your head, I
because-
believe.
it's also could be because of if you're in a vehicle. Vehicles usually have a LR built into them.
as well as an intercom.
Yeah.
So I've got a question. Then
All right,
final
hold on a
follow
second.
up.
Here's just real quickly. This is what it sounds like when somebody has fucked up their shit. LT, say something on the long range.
Yo, it's me on long. Oh, I don't like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
Put it away.
Do you
Put it
have
away.
your external speakers on?
Radios have a speaker option.
Hey, everybody,
Both
say
long
things over.
range
How do
and
I
short range.
how do I pull out my LR? So like
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
it's-
Your
okay.
Base interact.
Your control P muscle is your Happus. Your Alt P muscle is your long range Apis.
You can also self-interact it, and yeah, I didn't even know this interface existed.
It's the same interface. The buttons are in different spots.
I know. I didn't know I could open this.
Yeah.
This would have been
I'm,
very useful a couple times on mission.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask that if you aren't an RTO, you not carry that bag in the future. I'm not gonna worry about it today, but please
I
update your
am gonna update
loadouts.
some
LR
of the
check.
loadouts. Oh,
I-
I-
You're good. Ah! All right, who is it?
Can we just shoot Morningstar?
Who is
That
it?
wasn't me.
I think that was you.
Shields. Come here.
Go for shields.
Shields, come here. Hi, Shields.
I bonked him for you.
Can we get a medic over here?
See, I just bonked him. You actually shot him. Oh, hey, the launcher's defying gravity. That's cool.
How
Shields,
fucked is
actually
it? Is it
go
easier?
after hover.
Would it be easier just to reset the sim, or do you want the practice?
Fuck it, give me practice.
Okay.
Anyway, I will be on
Shields.
break
I
because
hope
have to
we've
go
I
update all
hope
the
we've learned
loadouts.
a important lesson today. So there's two reasons why you don't have speakerphone. One, because it's obnoxious as hell. Two, despite what you may think about the world we live in, enemies will hear that and gun you down.
So, wait, you shot him because he has speaker on?
Test. Does that answer the question?
Oh, you
Have we learned today?
have we've learned to confirm who you shoot because I'm going to step away. I'm going to put an IV in.
Oh
I'm gonna put
God!
an IV
Wait,
in
Hayes, was it
shield.
you?
Just give me about 8 seconds.
Hayes.
Test. Test.
Test it.
Yada 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 yada. Right person.
Oh, we're good. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hayes fucked off that direction. And it's still
Are
coming
you gonna
from
shoot me?
Or from shields.
It wasn't you. You're fine. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna.
Oh fuck, I forgot to save the goddamn DMR in this fucking... God damn it.
Hiding behind this tree, and I'm not coming out until I'm granted amnesty.
It wasn't you.
Jesus Christ, my
Hello,
speaker wasn't
Shields.
on. What the fuck?
Was it not?
Who was that?
It was you.
Hi, Shields.
What the fuck? I never turned it on.
Okay, I updated the demolition loadouts, but I can't
I
be
am
asked to
so
go through and do
deeply
everything right now.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, it was not me, thank God. Alright, so we're gonna learn a lesson today on how to turn speaker off. Because I guarantee what you did is you hit a button, because that's what you do.
There is a button called speakers. It is set to headphones, volume 70. I've got my Apis out. Let me check my Papis. My Hapis? My Hapis.
I think your lapis was the problem, not your Hapis.
My Hapis and my Apis are both set to headphones.
Testing? Testing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh hey, the problem mysteriously fixed itself.
Are you sure you weren't hearing your own fucking speakers?
I am very sure. I'm actually becoming less sure. But
Whenever
I'm
I
not gonna
was
tell
talking
them
on the
that.
radio, Shields, or not Shields, but LT
man.
and Hayes both were away.
No, I shouldn't do that, even if it's a sim.
You have the
Alright.
wrong flashlight on that, by the way.
Eh.
It's
I
just
still like-
it's actually got like it's got like an integral. Like it's you
Yeah,
have to like assemble
there-
all from the Lego pieces, but technically it's one piece.
Yeah, there's the C and the
Huh.
G one.
Mhm.
Personally, I like the G better.
That's what
but
it's supposed to look like.
Let me go fix that.
Who cares? If it works, it works.
It's fair.
I have a G unless I need narc rounds.
G can
So,
have dark rounds.
So
Not
as
this one can't.
Oh, skill issue.
as per my last email, final question.
What's
Why
up?
do we have a rifleman MOS?
For
Because
people
it's
who
the
can't
basic-
pick a real MOS. Sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
Well,
I was gonna say, I was
but why
literally
is
gonna
that
say
a part
that.
of? Oh, go ahead.
It's literally for people who can't follow instructions and or can't pass their primary MOS quals.
Right. So I understand why the MOS might exist in the organization. However, why is the MOS part of the standard doctrine of every squad if it is simply a less useful, less capable soldier?
It's not.
Because
Frontline
It's not
unit
part
has
of every
this.
squad.
Okay, hold up. Here's
Oh,
here's the
okay.
actual
That
proper.
that explains it. I mean, if it's not part of every squad, that's literally my question.
No. Better way to explain it is this. Okay. The reason for there to be a rifleman MOS is because, contrary to everybody else saying pick a primary MOS, your primary MOS is a rifleman.
Yes, everybody in the squad is a rifleman. So that is my question. Why do we have somebody in the squad who is a rifleman without any additional skills or cross training?
'Cause
That
they-
seems like a very silly way
Because-
to construct your frontline doctrine.
Because if you are just carrying a rifleman kit, that is a temporary thing until you either become better qualified or you get out of punishment detail.
Right, but I'm going back to why is a rifleman a standard part of every squad, and that's not a special
It's not.
circumstance? Why is that a roster slot to fit? I mean, it is on the Orbat, which is why I'm asking.
Uh,
I think it's also because it's designed for bigger squads than us.
if I may break character here for a second, because that was from Zed's like old unit 20 million years ago, and
Okay.
it just hasn't
Yeah,
been fully updated.
I mean, that makes more sense because from a also breaking character here from a gameplay standpoint, like one person is designated to permanently be the person who's not allowed to have any
Yeah.
additional cross training or skills is a really shitty way to structure
Yeah, and
gameplay.
and even if we take those Orbat like role values at face value, those will change depending on your squad, like you can have squads like again, breaking character on PHRP Morningstar, we had an entire squad that was just dudes with flamethrowers, like
And that's again where I'm going by. So what you're saying is, despite the fact that I've been told that the Orbat is authoritative, do not consider the Orbat to be anything more than pretty diagrams right now.
it's a work in progress. Growing
Yeah.
pains.
Yeah, because for example, every single squad has the exact same role, and every single squad includes a rifleman, which is what I find like, yeah, okay, it
Yep,
makes sense
yeah.
for some squads to have that, but every
it's
single squad has somebody who has no additional skills is odd.
okay, so it's a work in progress. Again, growing pains. We're working on it. There's two people trying to build the entire thing up from scratch.
Yeah,
so-
character. Sorry.
Can we move on from that and return to character, or do we want to argue this more?
Yeah,
No,
just
like
just life. I feel like is the issue here. Just things that people have
Okay,
things
I
going
have-
on in real life.
Literally have a question.
What's up?
Where the hell are y'all seeing the riflemen being in any of the squads?
Let me take a gander 1 second. Ah!
It also says we're not allowed to have smart finders. Or is that one of those things where you are allowed to have one if you prove yourself trustworthy?
this changed. We used to have the Orbat used to have a grenadier and a combat engineer, but no breacher. It appears that rifleman has become breacher in the last week.
Shields? I love and appreciate you very much. You've already been shot by me once today.
Hayes, deploy the narcs for his own safety.
No, it's fine. Don't.
No, not her.
All right, are we good to move on with our
Technically,
lives?
That would be for his for Shield's safety.
Yeah, but then it gets Hayes sent to the brig.
Listen, I already got.
Putting down a rabbit officer is not something that would get me sent to the brig.
It depends. Let's not have to go through with that though. In all seriousness.
Am I still allowed to have my smart finder though? Because this says no smart finders apparently.
No, don't carry it. Because the simple
Oh.
fact is that if you're going through and say, for instance, oh, look, I'm lasing a target for such and such. There we go. Cool. And then you just forget to, no longer laze and you put your smart finder away,
Yeah, copy
Guess
that
what?
Berserker Squad. Archer missile out. Laser guided.
you're lasing the ground now at your
Oh.
feet.
Well, so much for my nice zoom. And my thermal.
Morningstar, did you have any MOS trainings to do today, or?
Nobody's asked me about anything.
Okay, cool. Well, once Barnes gets back, I'll have a couple of things to run you through. Just general.
Do need to
Having your
verify
shit
one
together
real
stuff.
Fast.
What's up?
And I do need a volunteer, and I will need, if this works, we'll need a simulation revive.
That can be arranged.
Sure.
All right. Cool. So I don't have to worry about executing one of my friendlies.
What?
Can you toss an unarmed individual here for me real fast?
Yeah, 1 second.
Well, the regular rangefinder still has the zoom, but it doesn't have any thermal. Ah!
Jesus.
Damn. Okay.
How did
Whew. I'm gonna need some privacy, y'all.
He is DRT. Dead right there.
Oh, no
Uh,
guns.
Wait a second. Where's my
I'm not
fucking-
exactly a xeno. I'm definitely not a xenobiologist, but he is.
What the fuck?
Well, apparently he wasn't dead.
Hey,
The fuck?
yeah, Hayes.
How did Shields die?
I don't know. I got fucking bashed in the face by someone.
I mean,
You
I
got
was
bashed
bashing
in the face
this
by the
guy.
jackal.
Yo, just bully shields out of sound.
What the fuck?
Oh. So, just regular rangefinder.
One second, I'll be right back. Are you okay, darling? Nearsighted.
Yeah, what?
Are you okay?
Does this work? I can't make any mouse inputs, and my
Did-
graphics drivers crashed.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, just rejoin when you can. Long story short, either the jackal or someone accidentally hitting melee apparently hit you so hard it crashed your graphics drivers. So, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's also Windows does not recognize the left click. I have lost
Fucking
the ability
amazing.
to left click.
All right, well, I'm gonna get back to the kids. Godspeed. I'll hopefully see you soon. Hello, Nashoid. Also, thank you for the information on the ad. They said they'll be
That's
back.
because Shields.
Oh, okay.
Apparently they got punched so hard that their HUD's graphic driver crashed.
Huh. Well, I know what to do now.
Huh.
What?
Nothing. Just trying to figure out how my muscles to punch people with.
I'm gonna step back.
Please don't do it next to me. I can't move for another 9 seconds.
Weird. It's not letting me enter fist fight mode.
Because you have your gun out.
1 second.
Oh,
got
that is a
front arms.
rancid grave color. Oh,
Oh, it didn't save my stuff for some reason.
why is it so like moist?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Because the ground is wet.
God, that is just nasty.
And there's a lot of blood.
This is true.
Oh, sorry.
I swear to God.
Do I need to go get narc rounds? 'Cause I can go get narc rounds.
No, it's fine.
Quick question about that. Is everybody supposed to have narc rounds, or is that just mission specific for
The
everybody?
one
to
who
have narc
played
rounds?
Thought Police's
That was
bird
that mission, I
girlfriend.
think.
Don't want to dox. It is.
I was
Yes,
told
that's
ordinarily we don't get them because we're mostly not trained on them.
that is a
Okay.
Jessica_T. Yes.
But the LT would know better than me.
If you're a squad leader or a medic, you can have narcs. Otherwise, no narcs unless specifically requested for the mission. For example, like when we had that HVT, that was a
Yeah.
narc kind of vibe. But outside of that, no.
Ironically, we didn't even narc him. I just ran up and slapped the cuffs on him. And then shoved him in a corner while I rigged all of his stuff.
That's what you got to do sometimes. But better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, so I noticed that it doesn't say in terms of amounts of explosives and stuff. So should I just have, what I feel is suitable, roughly?
It's up to your squad lead.
Okay, my default is like 5C7, and then
Oh Jesus
other stuff on
Christ!
top of that.
Oh good Lord! Good God in heaven! Okay.
To be fair, I've needed to rig 5 things before.
Well, in any case, let's go ahead. Once Hayes is done beating the air into submission,
I'm
let's head back to the base, and then once Shields wakes back up, we can
Can
move
I
on with our
can I show
lives.
Hayes my stealth kill?
What?
Oh,
Can I
right.
show Hayes my stealth kill?
I have no idea what
I
you're
need to-
talking about.
I need another jackal so I can snap its neck.
I think, by the way, I would have a suggestion. We do combatives
What's up?
sometime. Practice combatives.
Yeah, I'd be down. Yeah, we can do that sometime. I mean, if we have time after the sim today, or maybe we can slot it in for next week.
Yeah,
What was that punchy thing again? like-
combatives.
No, like how you getting punchy.
Should be your control H muscle by default.
Oh, no, that's quick medical, apparently.
There you go.
May I get
Nice.
May I get a jackal too?
Can I just say this is deeply unpleasant?
Oh yeah, there we go, now I can punchy.
Damn.
Give me one more. I need to see if this is actually going to use the karambit or not.
Yeah, give me a second.
Oh right, I was gonna grab a knife to in case.
Yeah, So I have that set to control 2, and control 1 is just gun bash.
We lost one. Shit, we gotta back down.
Yo. Jesus.
Okay, that is badass as hell. Which one's that? Which one's that?
That's the Karambit.
Oh, I was just talking about the
what?
stabbing move.
Wait,
Oh.
that was supposed to have. What the fuck?
But yeah, I also don't have any loadouts with mines in them, but those are a lot more mission specific. So
Yeah, do not carry mines with you unless specifically authorized. Like,
yeah,
I
only
I
other
would I don't want those in the field unless I know explicitly when they're going to be in the field.
Yeah.
Because
only thing I thought of that might come in useful so far would be sticking a slam on a road I know a Warthog uses.
again, do not do that without
Yeah.
express authorization because I don't want to have to do the paperwork when some civilians run
Yeah.
over your mines with a pickup truck. So,
Well, that's what claymores are good for because they're manual dead only.
all right, well, I'm gonna head back to base whenever y'all are ready.
All right.
Join me, and we'll move on. I have some exercises for y'all.
Sweet.
That one. Give me a second.
I'm just gonna RP walk away because I cannot express how, like, please, for the love of God, Barnes, do not carry mines with you into the field. Like, very distressing. What? Nearest just said, oh god, the foreground window won't give up focus. It's still that way after a reboot. What the fuck? Near, what have you done? That doesn't make any sense. I've been punched so hard that the taskbar is the only thing accepting inputs. Oh no. It says, hey.
LT still on 60.
I am. What's up?
I'm making my way over to you now.
Good copy.
Do not Sim Hill me.
Copy that. Everything okay?
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for this cut to open back up.
Ah. Or you just seen how long it takes?
No,
Radio check.
Hayes was having fun with her knife and
Ah.
thought she was far
Good
enough away
copy.
from everybody and apparently
Thank you.
stabbed me.
I
So she
see.
patched me up, but she didn't stitch.
Ah. Jesus. Yeah, I think the impromptu melee training was a bit of a disaster, given that I got punched in the face twice, and Shields is currently talking to God trying to get back online. But they should hopefully be back on soon, it sounds like, so. In any case, I was thinking, unless you have any objection, I was going to run them through the old, split them into 2 parts and have them alternate between securing an objective and how they would attack the objective kind of thing, you know? If,
That's fine.
cool.
Why the fuck am I seeing a dot?
Pardon?
As they were driving.
A dot?
When they were driving up, there was like a dot probably about 25 meters in front of them in my HUD.
Oh,
That was
weird.
kind of corresponding with the direction that the fucking hog was facing.
I noticed that last night when I was doing some vehicle turret stuff.
Hop in when he is and do a loop for me. I want to see what you're talking about.
You see it's right behind us trailing?
ATGM hog.
I'm not seeing it. Are you talking about on your HUD or like on the mini map?
Hayes, stop. Stay in the vehicle. Was right here where I'm standing.
Huh, yeah, I don't see anything.
It's weird.
Huh,
I
well,
think I remember seeing something like that from the Wombat yesterday. That might be like transponder stuff.
maybe, I don't know.
$22 main primary mags is probably still enough.
That's an excessive number of primary mags. Actually, no, it's not. That's a reasonable number. I'm so used to running auto rifle on main that like 22 mags of something is just like, oh.
Yeah, I've noticed that it tends to be like 600, 800-ish rounds, depending
Yeah.
on mag size. What I do have is 2 satchel charges and 5 C7.
I see. Well, once Shields wakes back up, we'll get moving on with our lives.
I also noticed
Yeah.
you took the sides off the open net.
Pardon? Oh, yeah, there's some weird with the sim. I noticed yesterday that friendly vehicles were attacking them, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there, and
Yeah, I just realized I couldn't connect to them anymore.
yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a sim. Like, if we're in a situation where those size would actually be doing anything, I'll just spool them up real quick.
Yeah.
But again, it's a sim, so, you know.
Now I'm kind of wondering if I could take pot shots at the innies from our base with a scythe.
From what?
So, yesterday I learned that my UAV tablet can remote interface with a scythe if the scythe is configured properly.
So that is one thing. That's just an aspect of the world we live in. For example, when the Manticore is in our AO, you can also connect to its weapon systems, and
Yeah,
if you wanted to, in theory, launch a nuke.
I know I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah, it's just the world we live in. Morningstar,
I
you're,
think
you're
Shield's coming
leaking.
back. Or nope, it's Morningstar.
Yep. Because somebody forgot something.
Oh yeah, other question with yeah, I'd like to clarify in regards to surgical kits, and are we allowed to put them in our uniform if we have to instead of our backpack?
Yeah, you can, I guess. They're
Okay.
they're non-disposable, so it shouldn't matter. But
Yeah, I was originally told all medical must be in the backpack, but if I want to carry an M168, I physically cannot have the surgical kit in my backpack.
yeah, I mean,
It's a lot of boom.
I think it's gonna be fine. I'd have to talk to the platoon corpsman and
Yeah,
verify, but I think it should be fine.
yeah, that is the
I
one
mean, I'll
loadout
be-
I have
I'll
where
be
it is
honest
not in
with
the
you.
backpack.
I'll be honest with you. I don't agree with it. With all the medical being in your backpack. Because that takes up a lot of space for primary munitions and secondary munitions.
I just put those in my uniform.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's Morningstar's call. I'm not gonna get between a squad leader
Yeah.
and his troops on what to put in your
I just don't want
backpack.
to upset, certain people.
Because, and here's the reason why I say this. This is the reason why I have an issue with it. While yes, it is nice for you to have medical supplies readily available for somebody else to come by and take out your bag, well, if they need it. But at the same time, everybody should have the exact same amount of medical supplies based upon quartermaster. If you have extra, cool, fine, no issues there. If you don't have the bare minimum and you're having to go through and be like, hey, you got some Metagel, or hey, you got elastic bandage I needed, or a splint, then you're not only fucking yourself, you're fucking everybody else.
Yeah, and
Because whenever, say for instance, whenever Hayes just went through and did the medical on me again, the first time from the stab and the second time from the wound opening up, none of the Metagel in my backpack was used. It was the Metagel that was on my uniform.
yeah, the reason it's in the backpack, my understanding is, if someone is down and the corpsman needs to pull stuff out of their backpack because they ran out and their patients also ran out, the only way you can retrieve stuff off of someone is if it's in their backpack without being like a whole nightmare. That's my understanding of the situation. And
I mean,
on
at that particular point in time, here's my thought process on that. If the medic is out of supplies,
oh yeah, it's a
medic
bad day.
needs to start. Well, not just that. Whenever there's a lull, the medic needs to go through and start commandeering shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't really all that big of an issue. Last stop it happened mostly because we kept doing stupid shit.
I mean, one thing I will say at the end of the day, it is usually not a problem to get a couple Tic Tacs out for y'all with medical supplies. Like that's something we can easily do. So, I would encourage you if it's available, as long as there's not like big like AA in the area. If you need more medical or you need more ammo, call it up and we'll send a Tic Tac.
Oh yeah, did we
Yeah.
ever figure out why we got the wrong Tic Tacs?
Yeah, it was fuckery. I need to do some more investigation, but wrong Tic Tacs were loaded, basically.
Yeah. Oh, this is a sim you weren't here for Morningstar. We asked for a DMR and rocket launcher and got Magnum and what was the other one?
It was a it was a Magnum and then some BR ammo.
Yeah.
It was it was bad.
So they basically told you to start keystring shit. Gotcha. Oh wait, you're talking about the pistol. I can never mind.
Yeah, no, that was just a skill issue on my part, you know, and I apologize for that. But I mean, we
No
got
worries.
sorted, and it was just a
It's a sim.
sim, so yeah. Oh, excuse me. I think Shield is going to be joining us. I just saw them log into longer range, so
Yay.
hopefully not too much longer.
May I also make another suggestion for if we do some tweaking on the parking? Because currently we are
Pardon?
vulnerable to chain reactions.
I
with the
mean,
current Warthog parking.
there's only so much space on the taxiway, you know, or on the ramp rather.
Yeah.
And not to mention, whenever you have vehicles peanut butter pooled, they are so close together, lined up, that you literally have to walk past the door, open the door, and then squeeze your way into the vehicle.
So that's why Warthogs have no doors.
Oh, that's just cause style.
Oh yeah. And will the ferret be permanently imprisoned?
We can get the ferret out.
Doors
It's
don't
fine.
work on its
Ferret?
building.
Oh, and
Even
that
one behind us.
that blue garage over there. Apparently the door jammed. So we can pull that out if needed.
Yeah.
What do you mean the door jammed?
We
Like,
can't. We
The-
literally cannot open the garage door.
Yeah, the garage door doesn't open. As
open it.
as our
Alright.
ancestors used to say, door stuck.
Go ahead and try. I want to see this.
Where's an arsenal?
That's cheap.
There's one over here.
Hi, sorry, I was in my head. What?
We
God
were
damn
talking
it.
about how the door
There's
is
one over
stuck,
here.
And Morningstar is going to show us how to breach her, apparently.
Yep, there it is.
Is he just going to level the entire building?
This isn't gonna work because that building's marked as invincible. Maybe I'm wrong, but
That blue building right there, right?
Yep.
that's correct.
Backlash clear.
You're clear.
Clear.
I arrived just in time.
Oh, you said you could get rid of that building there, Corporal.
Why are my heat seeks flying towards something?
Because there's a
That is
ferret in
not
the
on.
building.
Heat seeks require a heat source, meaning that vehicle has to be on.
Someone left the boiling vessel on.
And I'm not getting a lock on at all. It's just instantly going towards it.
Remember ages ago when we were doing that AT training and we had issues with the heat seeks? Wonder if that's like
Yeah.
still an issue.
Hey, Hayes, what do you see? Very much a live ferret. Well, at least he didn't blow up the ferret.
Ferret has been freed.
Yay. I like ferrets. Except when I have to drive them in forests.
of course, I'll figure out that building. Probably gonna move a lot of these excess vehicles to
I
that
got the ferret out already.
hangar off over there.
Well, now I'm curious to see exactly how many fucking rounds it's for that to go down from an HE, because 2 should have destroyed that.
Well, if you can't blow it up, we can always see if my biggest boom can do it.
I suspect that that building is actually invincible to anything short of an act of God.
Well, we're gonna find out while we wait. Back glass clear.
You're clear.
I'll be back. I'm gonna try something.
You sort of went out of hearing range. Hey LT, should I move the ferret or will it just reappear?
Pardon?
Should I move the ferret or will it just reappear if it blows?
Should just reappear. I think that's what the sim is configured to.
Copy.
Radar dome. Back glass clear.
You're clear.
Alright, testing the warehouse,
one-
fire in the hole, fire in the
one-
hole, fire in the hole.
Hit.
That one should actually be destructible.
Yeah. Ha.
Your rocket went for the radar behind it. Does the radar
He
give off
he
heat
he,
to
he
it?
was aiming for
No,
it.
I was aiming at it because I was testing something.
Well, I guess
Ah.
demolitions win.
It was because I reconfigured it while Morningstar was reloading.
Well, I mean,
That
crater.
that radar should also be
I'm
There
over
it goes.
here!
You fired over friendlies.
I normally have to fire over friendly.
You made a sizable divot.
No, let me get my
Yep,
shit back now.
they don't call it a demolition and excavation charge for nothing. There's just one problem, and it's that the ferret is still up.
fuck it. I think we've waited too long. Once Shields wakes up, I'll just get him over here. Let's just move on with our lives. Actually, wait.
Time.
We need more people. Let's use this other one.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, this should hold 4, right?
Yeah.
Holds at least 5, I think.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Unless it decides not to let us get in.
Yeah. Let us try and get in the back.
No, I'm not allowed to get in.
Alright. Y'all take that one, we'll take this one. I don't even fucking know.
Oh, now I can.
Alright, y'all follow me. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but...
Barnes might have to ride with you.
DLC broke shit. Okay.
Here.
Okay, this gun's stabilized.
All the guns are stabilized.
I think the standard lag is not.
It should be.
ODST space program. And also, when a vehicle is coming up, do not exit your vehicle until the vehicle next to you has parked.
Copy.
Otherwise, you possibly become an ODST sandwich.
All right. So, what we're gonna do? Sorry, I was just seeing if Shields had woken up yet. The answer is no. Skill issue. Let's move on with our lives. Y'all follow me. All right, y'all see this crate?
Yep.
We see this crate.
This crate is the secret to us winning the war against the Covenant. It is of vital importance that this crate be kept safe. Y'all copy?
Copy.
All right. Hazen Barnes, I want you. You two are in charge. Let's step outside real quick. This is actually kind of claustrophobic. You need to secure that crate. You need to secure this location.
Wait.
What's up?
Step outside is claustrophobic in here, but you're wearing a fucking helmet.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, that aside, Hazen Barnes, you are in charge of the squad. Morningstar and I are your lackeys. Tell us how we're defending that crate until reinforcements can arrive.
Okay, with just the supplies we have on us.
Yep, you have a squad of 4 people.
Do we have any intel of where they're going to be attacking at us from?
Why did I say that
Negative.
over radio?
I don't know.
Roger. I think immediately we want to set up some trenches
Yeah.
in front of the immediate area, just to make sure we get defensive on that. Get some defensive positions on the doors right here. Probably dig up some trenches so they have a harder time getting through. Can we use that lag hog we brought in?
Negative.
Roger.
That was just transport, sorry. Those don't exist for the purposes of this exercise.
Roger. What say you, Barnes?
Well, yeah, first thing I was thinking, obviously, was find some way to block this door, because that's the main way into here.
We have entrenching tools.
Yeah, so block the door, and ideally, we'd also probably want to set up on rooftops for better visibility, and also, shoot down ability. Because I remember when we were defending the Lycion outpost, I think it was Carter and I who were in that little tower.
Ma'am,
What's up?
how long do we have until the A's arrive?
Until who?
Whoever's attacking us arrives.
You're not aware. Probably not long enough. Why, what's up?
Because I don't know. I'd like to get started right right now with whatever we're gonna be reinforcing. So, Barnes, if it's okay with
I
you,
mean,
I'd like...
go for it. Tell us what to do.
All right.
We're your lackeys.
Morningstar, I want you to get that, get a trench in front of that door right behind you. Man, the door right behind you. Barnes, you and I will start getting work.
This door?
No, the door in the wall right there. Barnes and I will start getting a trench line set up in this little clearing right here.
Start getting what? A trench line built up in this little clearing over here. Copy, I'll get that as soon as I cover up this door here.
Oh, is that a ping from Shields? Look and detail armoring right now. Oh, that probably makes more sense. I just I just blocked the entire fucking door.
Perfect. Good size to fire over, good size for taking cover.
Haze, darling.
What's up?
I can't bipod.
Incoming sharp line.
It's fine, don't worry about it. I was just critiquing. Alright. Now what, squad leads?
Barnes.
Okay, we have DMRs, so I'd say put one DMR at each on this corner, and one at the other corner.
Do you mean one at bearing 125 and one at bearing 348?
Yeah, although we could also put someone over here at 52. Although that roof's pretty flat, I think. Yeah, 324 has better cover.
For the purposes of the exercise, pretend I have a LMG.
Okay.
Just to add some variety than, 3 DMRs and a whatever Morningstar has.
I have a battle rifle, but
Let me...
so LMG we want with a clear field of fire over the compound. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like we should have our.
I'd say LMG go.
I'd say LMG goes at the 324 building because that way they can cover the road and the compound. Yeah, I agree with that. We can get our marksman up here to keep taking shots. Can we entrench up here? Nope, you can only entrench on direct ground. Somebody help me dig this trench.
I do wish we had shields. Some AT capability would be nice.
so that way,
You're on Whisper, darling.
Yeah.
just so that way we're on the same page and all that. Anybody explain to me why I did the trench this way?
I was sort of wondering why
Grenade
you did that.
protection.
I was sort of.
Oh, I see. You have an outside position and 2 inside fallbacks.
Got one covering that corner. Got one covering that corner. That trench protects you from getting shot in the ass from anybody coming that direction in case the other trench falls.
Makes sense.
I see it. Because let's just make sure we got a good understanding of how trenches work. We can build them up, they can break them down.
Makes sense.
Oh, are we allowed to call in for support drops?
Negative for this, no.
Okay. If we were allowed to, though, I would ask for claymores. Because they are perfect for defensive stuff.
So I guess now we want to get in position. I would say so.
Where do you want your AR?
I'd say the roof at 324, because that way you have a good field of fire over that whole side where they can approach from, and if they do get in, you can turn around and fire into the compound. I'm going to be taking the northeast building to give us overwatch on that area. Where do you want your DMR? I'd say you go over here at... Weren't you gonna put them on the south building? Or the southeast building? I was thinking about that, but also if we stick him on southwest, that covers that angle, and we could also use the trench system over here and cover the single door, because I have full auto as well. We still have a door over here we have to cover, though, here at the north.
You're stuck leaning, Morningstar.
I didn't block it? You did, but they, as Morningstar said, they can knock it down. True, but you'd be covering that side, wouldn't you? Probably best to put a backup trench there real quick before we, probably right in front of this tree. Or right behind this tree.
Sorry about that.
Nope, you're good.
Help us get this up real quick.
Here, I'll help dig.
You know, dig it halfway for auto rifle? Or are we just going for maximum protection here? Because I remember
Probably good to
LT
have it for the,
said drop it down a bit so you can go prone behind it and still shoot through the slots.
Not prone, but being able to have a bipod up is the important thing.
Given I'm
Still on
running an
60?
SMG,
Affirm.
I leave the bipod testing up to you.
Should I show them now, or should I show
Drop
them
a bit, I think.
later?
Show them now, I think.
Fire!
Y'all good, Morningstar?
Just wanted to give you a heads up. While you put the trench right here, enemy could easily come up and pop you.
That was Snark rounds, by the way.
Point taken.
Ow.
Get another one here then.
Double tap Q. Unless that's intentional.
Do what?
You're doing this.
I'm not leaning him on.
Where did you even shoot me from? Was it the north door?
That's
South
right
door.
where I'm standing.
Just watch that, just like at the south door.
What's the muscle to cancel digging?
Escape.
Roger. Tell me when it's good size.
Hold on. Ah! So typically you're gonna want to stop digging right around between 50 and 55%.
What's up?
You're gonna want to stop digging around between
Barnes,
50 and
do me a favor,
55%.
turn around.
Gotcha.
Do you
Is
see
that
me?
good, or does it need to go down a little bit?
Down a little bit.
No. Oh wait, there you are. You're in the doorway. Also, my battle rifle
Here,
appears to have gone
I'll
funky from when
demonstrate,
it fell
I'll
on the floor
demonstrate.
after you narked me.
Oh damn it! I've got the battle pace glitch again, or headache again.
LT, I have suffered a simulation glitch.
What?
So when Morningstar shot me, I dropped my battle rifle on the floor, and now all my attachments are gone.
What?
This battle rifle used to have a suppressor, a sight, and a bipod on it. I picked it up here, and now it has nothing on it.
Alright, well, don't worry about it for now. We'll just rekit after this exercise.
Guess I'm fighting with no bipod. Or
What say you, Barnes? Are we Oh wait, let's get one more backup trench here.
You are going to be engaging targets within 50 to 75 meters. If you need a sight to engage targets that close, other than your iron sights, we're going to have some issues.
I know, it's just quicker acquisition, you know?
It's fine. For the purposes of this exercise, we're not going to be actually doing combat here right now, so...
Oh, okay. So yeah, we need to figure out how to block that door a little bit better, because you can peek through it still. Wait, is this what the fortify tool would be good for?
No.
Oh.
So
Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck that tool does.
it's worth noting, this might be the point where that door can't be completely blocked. And that's just something you gotta deal with,
Yeah, ideally if
The
we have someone on
closest-
each...
The closest you're going to get to being able to block that entire thing is a giant trench. And you have to get the peak of the giant trench right up in line with that door. But the problem is, this is a giant trench. It is not going to fit inside that. You have to put it outside, which then gives the enemy
A nice
the high
hill.
ground shooting in.
I can't hear you again.
God damn it. Alright.
I still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. This is a giant trench that's not fully built. Progress points.
Aside from them climbing double the check wall. the buildings.
Aside from them climbing the wall, I do not believe any of these other buildings have entry points that are outside the compound.
Found one. Ah. Well, fuck me.
It's a learning experience. That's the reason why we're doing this.
This is where I would wire this door if I had the ability to do so.
It's an adobe structure. You wire that door, explosive might be enough to be able to actually bring that down, and then you have an entire gap in your wall.
True. So let's just wall this building off entirely?
No, use that to your advantage.
So we leave the door open, which means
The
they come
enemy-
through it.
The enemy is stupid when it comes to navigating terrain. Okay? You could literally go through and block up every single fucking entrance here with a trench. Make it completely impassable. And they will start coming through that building to try to come through. Up until the point that the enemy decides, you know what? We're just being sent through a fatal funnel. Let's deal with these trenches. With enough grenades
Hello,
or
miss. How are
rocket
you?
munitions, trenches will go away.
We're teaching the
Or they can
kids
just take
about
down the
critical
building
thinking.
and have a big ass opening.
Other question: do you still have your drone?
Do you still have your
I
drone,
do.
Morningstar?
Yeah.
Well, let's put it up. Although, hang on, are the enemy likely to spot that drone if we put it really high?
I think you're
Possibility.
overthinking this.
Okay, put the drone up because then we have a better idea of where they're coming from. Do you want me to run it or do you want to run it?
You're gonna have to run it, but my fucking my UAV terminal is missing for some reason. No, I have it, just doesn't want me to open it. Wait, what the fuck?
Apologies, I was in my head for a second. Okay, drone's on its way up. To confirm, you said that we're not actually going to be getting contact here. This is just an exercise.
Yeah, this is just an exercise.
Roger.
Barnes, since you have the drone up, here's what I want you to do. Go into the camera of it, the turret, and survey the land. Tell me what you see. Any vantage points, any possible ways to facilitate building choke points.
There is a taller two-story building towards the west end of town. So in theory, somebody who set up there could shoot down at us. There is a radio tower, but I don't think we can actually climb that.
climbable, but it's also very exposed.
Yeah, so I'm thinking in terms of where people would like to assault us from, it'd be this building here, marked blue. Or I can point it out that way. Can you guys see that pop-up ping thing?
The giant building to the west. Yeah, I see it.
Yes. So if this was an unoccupied area and I'm not blowing up random civilians' homes, I might drop that as a precaution. Or just charge it in case. Because if they do get in there and get set up and I can drop the building with them on it, then that's going to take them out too, right?
Maybe. Stand up.
If we had more squads, I'd actually put a squad on that roof, I think, because it's very good. You know, it's the tallest structure around, besides the radio tower. But with only 4 of us, I don't want to spread us out too much.
Can you see me right now? Like, get out the drone. Actually, Barnes, don't look. Hayes, do me a favor. See if you can't find me.
You're
See?
aiming at the compound right now, correct?
Do you
Oh,
see
yep.
me?
I do see you. Hello. You are bearing 281 from us, Azimuth. Right, I don't have the damn smart finders anymore. But yes, I do have eyes on you. You are behind, on the very last building of that row, hiding behind the second to last building. I have a pole in front of you, blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Now, do you have a shot on me?
I could take a shot on you, yes. Your head is exposed.
Okay. So, you can see me, I cannot see you.
You can't?
I can see you, Barnes. I can see Hayes. Can you still see me, Hayes?
Barely, but yes.
And how about now?
Still yes.
So, I literally have to get situated right here to be able to get a shot on you.
Which still exposes your head, but
Exactly.
it does expose a little bit more of your body, so a bigger target.
Yeah. But, here's the other thing. Even if you were to go prone, you're the bigger target. Because I can see you entirely.
Roger.
Can you see me now?
You are entirely invisible. Oh, wait, never mind. You were stuck behind a tree. Yes, I can see you.
Now, while I have you sighted in right now, I can't shoot you because of the slope. But if I were to do that, expose myself more, then I could see you, or then I could get the shot off. Are you seriously shooting at me?
I was not shooting at you. I was shooting near you. But also simulation.
Just because it's a sim doesn't mean you can just start shooting at people on your team.
Fair enough.
I get shit, but yeah, let's not.
So while the rooftops do give you a better vantage point, unless there's any sort of cover or anything like that around you, you're sitting duck. Because if you were to start taking fire right now, how would you get down?
Probably run directly to the north from here and try and get cover behind the trench. Either that or run directly west towards the fire and hide behind the building, which is very solid cover. Also pop smoke. I would probably be dead on the floor if that's a half-decent marksman. Before I could get a smoke going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially the thing worth considering, especially since we do have that drone. And in this situation, you know, it's probably safe for that drone to be up there, be in our eyes in the sky. You know, a drone is a lot less valuable than a person in this case, you know?
Now, I'm going to show you a trick. I don't know if it's going to work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Let's say if you're over here, you're watching this side, and then you start getting contact. You can do a slide as long as there's nothing in the way. The trench can hurt sometimes. Patch yourself up.
How do you do a slide again?
It's when crouch muscle. When you're sprinting and you go to crouch, you will slide.
I'm just gonna heal myself.
Also, do not forget, once you've meta-jolted yourself, always stitch. Now, with that itself, I mean, sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. But sliding can sometimes save you from serious injury if you're having to get off a high level.
I mean, I'd rather take a boo-boo on my leg than a hole in my face from a sniper, you know?
Agreed.
Now, the other thing is that while working with the trenches and whatnot is good, the one thing that I was trying to point out with this one right here is while you're over here and you're looking, you still have that opening back there. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have a back wall trench behind this one. so that way you're not as exposed. Also, makes it less likely for a grenade to get tossed in and roll right up under your butt.
And a sidewall trench because there's the other trench over there.
Yeah. Also, the other key point, or the other key factor to take into this, is that sometimes being inside is not the best defense. So once y'all get ready, come over here.
I'm just gonna go. Fuck it. I'm keying up the radio in here. So, tell me what you see right now.
A nice building behind you. Also a wide open road.
Okay. And where's the enemy trying to get to?
This building right here.
Well, inside the comp to that one room.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you or do you not have a better chance of fighting the enemy off from this area than you do inside?
Also true. So, like, if you post up over here, then on that roof, you could shoot them as they come around the bend.
You don't even have to be on the roof.
My bones.
Yeah, that window would give a good firing position, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What do you have right here?
Hardcover.
Now, here's a question. Closed door. Did you hear the door open?
Yeah.
So, if you come in here and set up, you can have two people. One covering that approach, one covering that approach. Is this a more effective setup than sitting inside and waiting for them to come over the walls to you?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Just have to worry
Well-
about this door back here.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. But that also goes into knowing your surroundings. Situational awareness. So, with that being said, are there any other structures around that compound that could either offer the same or better coverage?
The one directly to our east, maybe. Gives the same advantage on the eastern side of the compound. Not quite as good, but
Oh, excuse me.
top of this building does have a small lip that would be good for taking cover under. And I can see everything going from 17 to about 128. And then if need be,
from 23 to 287. So if you got somebody that can keep their head on a swivel, you can literally just about see almost directly west to southeast. So you almost have 180 degrees covered by one position. Now, if this was a fully walled up section here on this upper area, you'd have a lot better, if it wasn't for half of the wall being down on the backside of it, this rooftop access would actually be the best access. Because you still have some hard cover in case you start to take fire. You can fall back into here and go downstairs, or whatever the case may be.
Roger.
Whatever the situation dictates. And don't fall off buildings.
Wait, she went downstairs.
I kind of feel inadequate.
No, you're fine.
Didn't you go downstairs?
What are they hollering about?
Went up there.
Oh, that's where I saw you come down. As I was coming down. Okay. Let's see.
So the rest of the area itself, the southern side, you're still going to need to more than likely take up a defensive position inside the compound. So if you got a 4-man squad, like say we do right now, 2 inside, and I would suggest 2 on the outside on that first structure, just because you've got a lot more cover, and you can also cover, that also allows you to provide better security for this backside, the west side of it. Because if anybody comes over here, you got 2 people in this building right over here, yeah, they're going to see it. They're going to see the people, they're going to see the enemies coming in, and they can just light them the fuck up.
One thing I do want to bring up, it was kind of outside the scope of the exercise, but worth noting, if y'all will follow me. This may always be an option. It's always worth considering. You know, if we don't
we can go put it in the other building.
Yeah, we can put it in that Sordic building across the road, which is a lot better defensible. You know, again, the conceit of the exercise was you need to defend this building, and this crate was just a tool to help visualize that conceit. So it, you know, doesn't really you know, obviously that's not always going to be super applicable, but it is worth noting. You know, if your situation sucks, you can always change the situation.
I have a drone question. I told it to go to 2000, and it keeps not going to 2000 and just flying around weirdly.
It might not be able to make that much altitude.
Yeah, it might be a thing about the sim.
It's theirs too thin.
Oh, it's been able to go up that high before, though.
Different places have different elevations.
Oh.
This place might have a higher base elevation.
Yeah, I was thinking because I put it up there when we were doing the, you know, regarding that base originally.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, any other remarks for this exercise, or are we good?
None for me.
I do not want to be in a leadership position.
You guys did fine. I personally, what I can say, I really appreciated the creativity with the trenches. You know, uh, might not have been the best spot to do it, but it was certainly better than what I've seen a lot of people do in similar situations. It's that, kind of like I was saying with the box, if it's a shitty situation, change the situation, you know. And in your guys' case, you were trying to change the terrain to match what you were doing. And, that can work a lot of times, so good thinking there,
Thank you, LT.
Yeah, no, I'm, especially for two newer folks in the unit, I think you guys did really well. That being said, do we want to
Yeah,
move on and
anything,
oh.
just go ahead and just put it out there. When I'm telling you something, give me any sort of information, suggestions, things like that. Don't take it personally. If you do happen to take it, if for whatever reason you do take it personally, don't. I'm just straightforward with it,
Yeah,
so that
it's not
way,
personally.
it's
Yeah, it's just damn, I really should have seen that.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
It's experience,
it's just learning, just developing the thought process of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
I think the key thing, the thing that I was really happy to see, was the, not to use a dated term, but the critical thinking going on, which I think is the most important part beyond, like, if you're in a situation with this particular building, what do you do? It's analyzing the situation and all that jazz,
Yeah.
Roger.
Because let me just put this out. In my other unit, we did the exact same thing, except it was just one building on top of a hill that they had to protect. And they had a lot more experience than you two did. And everybody was inside that building.
Yeah, they were all sitting inside the building, and in that situation we had enough people for that training that, like, we had one group defending, one group attacking, and the attacking group basically just walked up and tossed a grenade in and it was over.
That was what I thought it would be. Yeah.
Interesting. My
Yeah,
immediate
we
thought
were-
would be if you had enough to have an attacking and defending force, my instant thought would be have trenches around the hilltop.
And let's just understand one thing. I had an HE round, or a tube of HE for my spanker. That was Saclos. So I could have literally, instead of us running all the way up there, I could have literally just shot the rocket straight into that building and killed everybody.
I think, if I recall correctly, the conceit there was we wanted the building to be intact. The people inside, not so much, but yeah. In any case, you guys
And also,
want to?
in that close proximity, an actual heat round would probably kill everybody. Like inside the building where that crate was in was about the same size as the building that, what was it, 5 people were in?
Yeah.
And they wanted everybody inside?
Yeah. And so we went through and was like,
Hello, AC.
we broke it down.
Things are going
like,
good.
How would you...
We're just walking Barnes and Hayes through
why
some
did you think about
critical
this? It's the
thinking
only place we've done-
exercises.
You may cover.
You know the direction the enemy's coming from. Like in this situation, we didn't know. So you had to kind of throw the kitchen sink at it. That's the situation. To cover it, all avenues of approach, think about things and whatnot. But when you know where the enemy's coming from, then it makes things a lot easier. Because then you know, okay, they're coming from, we'll say, the southeast. Okay, if we know they're coming from the southeast, the downside to it is
fences
that
that way.
there's a lot of fences, and not to mention there's a a field of tall grass as well. So it's going to hinder our ability to see them on the approach. However, you can dig outside fortifications or use just the natural terrain itself to your advantage.
If I was doing it and I had the support, I'd also drop some AP mines in that area, because if we knew they'd go through that field, because it both slows them down and gives us audible warning that they're coming.
Yeah.
Although I'm probably thinking about this a bit too much from the engineer standpoint.
No, you're fine. I mean,
No, that's perfect. One.
use all
I
the
also
tools in
like
your
flame
toolbox.
for
You know.
testing.
If the assets are available, fucking try to find some way to utilize them.
Also, I
you
landed your
can.
drone back at the airfield.
I mean, on that note, you have the asset to use them, like Morningstar saying. I can tell you so many times where, I've sent a squad out on a tasking and, they have resources available and they just don't use them, and they could have helped them. It's definitely.
Yeah.
Always keep your mind. Always keep your mind open to, like, how are you using everything on the table effectively?
Yeah. If I'd
Roger.
known this was going to be a defensive thing too, I would have brought claymores.
Yeah, exactly. And that would be something. I know you did ask about that. If it is in the situation where you're going into that, that's definitely talk to your squad lead and be like, hey, let me throw a couple of these in my bag, or someone with spare room on the squad, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But in this scenario itself, like, basically, if that was actually something that needed to have been, that could win the war for us, there's going to be a lot more assets.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of just
Yeah.
4 schmoes. Unless, we're all that's left and we're fucking trying to push an objective and then we stumbled across it. And it was like, oh shit, we need to get this out of here. Hey, we need some priority assistance here right now. All right, hold off. Fucking Pelicans inbound, like fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Shit, now we got to defend the place. That's what this is about.
Exactly.
So, basically, going into a situation, cause here's the thing. You can plan all you want. You could have the perfect fucking plan. But plans don't survive initial contact with the enemy.
Yeah, I was about to say that. My drill sergeant was very fond of that phrase.
I think all drill sergeants are fond of that phrase.
Well, that's the only other thing I got on that. So
Yeah, I mean, that's all I got. Question for y'all. I have set up the converse of this, where you need to assault and capture the box that's key to winning the war. If you want, we can roll through that, or alternatively, if you want, I do have a sim tasking ready for y'all. If whatever you guys want to do for the night.
You did say you were going to give us more breaching training and stuff, and CQB stuff. I think that would be good to go over.
Yeah, Morningstar, if you're down.
Those doors and corners kind of sucked in the last op.
Let's see.
I believe I might have to exit the sim here just to get ready for some things for the
Fair enough.
coming up.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
But yeah, thank you again for the training, and I will be taking it all to heart. I promise.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for participating, and yeah, hope to see you Friday.
Yeah, of course. Happy Turkey Day. I know we're in space and not really celebrating Turkey Day anymore, but
Shit, they still have turkeys?
somewhere.
yeah.
Sir.
It's synthetic turkey. It's all grown in a vat.
Yeah, synthetic.
If you're lucky.
turkey
Otherwise,
rations.
I
Get
got
the,
turkey flavored yeast once.
Get the old turkey flavored MREs.
Yeah, of course.
Turkey burger.
What are you talking about? We got a whole planet full of fucking turkeys.
But yeah,
Morningstar, they're called
a place-
Kigyar. You can't say that.
It's dedicated to nothing but fucking agriculture.
Yeah, that's fair.
Farms, cattle, chicken, turkey.
Also,
Duck.
from what I know historically, the Navy has been very insistent about giving Thanksgiving to everybody.
But yes, have a good one, y'all.
Yep, talk to you later.
Bye.
Just die around the corner so we don't have to see your corpse.
Yeah, of course.
Also, just remember, Hayes, anytime you patch yourself up, always double check, make sure you gotta, if you need to use a surgical kit. So,
Roger.
I'm gonna go take this
If you-
bitch down.
better Joe, surgical kit.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
You too.
And now I die.
All right, so
Have
since
good
it's
death.
just the three of us, then I mean, fuck it, we'll just run over here to that tall building over there real fast.
Cool.
Once you get done, run over to that building that I was sitting on top.
Hey, Morningstar, I can see the dot you were talking about.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass, ain't it?
I think is that just
No
like where
idea
the
what the
squad
hell
leader
y'all are
is,
talking
or is that
about.
where your nearest ally is, or?
No, it was basically once I got within like 2 meters of it, it disappears.
All right, clearing buildings. Let's see, is this? Yeah. All right, so when clearing a building, there's an order of operations. Okay. Since all I have are smokes,
I have frags.
I've got bangs,
you
I
don't want
think.
frags.
Yeah, I've got bangs.
Well, frags are great if you don't have to worry about civilians
Yeah.
or anything that you might want to keep intact, like computers and all that.
Yeah, my breaching loadout does have flashbangs in it,
So
and
this will
breaching charges
definitely
and stuff.
pertain to you more than anybody else.
May I switch
So-
loadouts quickly?
Your call,
No, you
Morningstar.
don't have to. Right now.
I know. I just wanted to actually use a breaching charge because last time I didn't get a chance to. All the doors were fake.
I mean, fuck it. Go ahead then.
1 second. Let me
No, this is engineering breaching, not like actual breacher. Speaking of, is
behind
there a
you.
difference between like the breaching charges and the frame charges and stuff?
Oh god, I hope I don't have to be the one to answer that because I have no fucking idea.
Do what?
Said I hope I'm not the one to answer that because I've got no
What was the
fucking idea.
Is there a difference between like the breaching charges and the frame charges? I know the lock popper idea is I think just do the lock and don't blow a hole in the rest of the door, but
Breaching charge. You see that door over there?
Yep.
You don't want that door there anymore. You'd put a breach charge on it and blow it up. A frame charge.
that's for going through a wall, right?
Yeah.
Charge set.
I don't remember what the blast radius is of that, so about to find out. So as you come in, after that door's just blasted the fuck open. Okay. If you're the first man, Your primary is straight ahead. Okay. Number 2 man will either be the left or the right. The number 3 would be the opposite.
Okay.
And then the 4th man would just be there for, basically would be the one that covers the rear or covers, any other.
Fills in the blank.
Yeah. So as we come in, I got front.
I got right with the stairs because there's a wall on the left.
Exactly.
I've got someone
But
in my
here's the
way.
thing. As I'm moving up, since you're number 2 and it's a 3-man squad coming in, you would actually, since I'm coming up this way, I'm engaging the targets immediately in the front. You would engage the targets at my 3 o'clock. If there's any there, the last person in would cover the stairs.
Okay.
So that way, we're not like, here, step back out real fast. So that way, it's like, say I'm the number 2 person, you're number 3. Come in.
So that way we don't both get stuck on the stairs.
And you're not stuck in a doorway.
Yeah.
So if you're the number 2 person, you come in, and the immediate opening is on the right, then you come in and go right.
Okay.
Whereas the number 3 will come in. Now, here's the thing. If I'm coming in and I don't see those stairs, that's because I'm focused right here.
Yeah.
If you're number 2 and you're covering right, and as you're coming in, you're going to come in, you're going to see the stairs, call out stairs, and push past them. So that way, the next person in can automatically go to cover the stairs.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, this is not the best spot to be.
Some
The reason why I
fantastic
stand
race.
right here.
Oh yeah, and because you can, like, look a peek right there.
I can like dome you right. Or I'm up here having my cup of chai or whatever the fuck. I hear a bang. I come over here, and if you're looking straight up over here from the avenue of approach, I can literally come right here, rat-a-tat-tat.
So.
Oh damn, they got like
Here's the best way
simulated
to go.
salsa and everything. Hell yeah.
Best place to go? Literally right here. Because
Oh,
they,
I see.
because see, if I'm the bad guy and I'm coming up,
Bang! I shot you in the arm.
you can see me. I can't see you until I'm about right here. And how much of me is exposed for you to shoot?
All of you.
So, with that, once you're done with the first floor, and you got a multi-story building, here, come on down. You're going to basically go through same order. Okay. But since you've already got that section cleared, you're going to basically cant yourself and come on up. If I'm coming up and I get shot from my left, you already know there's somebody over here. So the second person coming up should already be looking that way.
Yep. And I would also have the option to send a 9-bang up there before we went up the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah, if you got, if you have the 9 bangs, if you got flash grenades and all that, or flashbangs, yeah.
Yep, 4 breaching charges, 4 flashbangs, and 4 standard C7s is my breacher loadout.
So it's like, what you can do, see if I can't do this right.
Ah.
Ow.
This is deeply unpleasant.
I forgot fours don't exist.
It's perfectly fine with me. I'm just.
Yeah, fours.
I just
forgot
want.
fours
I
don't
wanted you to
exist.
do it so that way, learning,
Yeah.
simulation, exercises,
Yeah,
training.
I remember the LT told me fours and walls don't exist, but that was like 3 ops ago.
So
If I was a
That's
grenadier, I'd
why-
send one through the window from outside the building.
Let me. I'm gonna switch something real quickly. That's the reason why I say use the stun.
Ah,
So
they do not go through walls.
hey, come back in here. Can you do me a favor? Can you put some civilians or whatever up the stairs real fast?
Yeah, like upstairs or like on the stairs.
Upstairs. Like
Yep,
just
one
kind
second.
of have them up like 2 or 3.
So the stuns actually obey the force of 4.
Yeah. So here, while she's doing that, come with me. All right. Now you already know what a 9 bang does. There's effects of a stun.
So 1 bang and flash instead of a bunch of bangs and flashes.
Yes. That's the difference between the 9 bang and the stun. Sometimes the stuns don't work on certain individuals, though. So. All right.
You got some civilians up there?
All right, and do the sim heal real fast because I was demonstrating how the stun actually works, and I didn't want to stun you as well.
All right, you're good.
All right, so stun out, go. Okay, as you notice, doesn't seem to really have done anything to them, right?
Right. But we also aren't blind.
Oh, what the fuck? How the
You
hell's
walk-
my
You
head
good?
hurting?
Here,
good.
I'll get you.
You hit it on the edge of the floor on the way down.
Yeah. All right, so here's what I want you to do. Just kind of be over here, but look away, because I'm going to toss a stun right here.
I am mildly inconvenienced. Bang, bang, I have shot you in the arm. Also, this guy gives no fucks.
What the fuck? What? Excuse me, Sorry, dudes, I don't know why I was compelled to run downstairs and fall off the stairs for no reason.
Sorry, Star, were you saying anything or just staring at me menacingly?
No, I was just gonna figure something out. Alright. So last thing. So here's what I want you to do. What?
I love how the Sims idea of formal attire is like a suit jacket and also the ugliest hat you ever seen.
And a t-shirt.
The ones inside have
Let's
like
see.
actual
Alright.
shirts.
Do me a favor and LT might want to come down here. Oh fuck. Nope, I'm good. Toss the 9 bang in that doorway others.
I appear to have overshot and sent it down the stairs.
I mean, it still affected them because they were moving when they were
Yeah.
jerking about.
That one in the window is having a very bad time.
Okay, so it still does affect, just doesn't look like it. Okay.
The one you tossed in the room with me, I wasn't like my vision did not go white at all. It was like, like a tiny bit around the edges.
Yeah.
You know, and I do think the civilians might be less affected just due to the sim. So
Yeah.
just because I don't think the developers
Wasn't
of the
affected by
sim
that?
really
No war crimes.
Dark rounds.
Oh yeah.
Would you like me to
Forgot
verify?
those. No, thank you.
Okay. And besides, you can't really talk about that since you just 9 banged the fuck out of civilians. Anyways,
Can't believe I'm the only one who hasn't committed
So-
war crimes here.
shut the fuck up, liar. If I recall correctly.
Is that it?
The shooting range.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wasn't the one who requested the civilians.
I didn't request civilian. I said targets.
And they were targets. You should have just
See,
had done proper PID on your targets. I don't know what to tell you, Chief.
Hey, thanks for the promotion. But
Wait, he's a chief? How does that work? That's a Navy rank.
apparently, actually, no. Chief is not just a Navy rank.
Oh. I guess I was confused because the Spartans are all Navy. And, Terror's the chief I know most.
I'm Army. ODST isn't just a Marine. Alright, so. Do you get a general understanding on how to clear though now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the main thing, because basically the most dangerous job of clearing, the most dangerous position is the first one in.
Yeah, because you have no
So-
idea what's in there.
Yeah, you have no idea what's in there, nor does anybody else behind you. And your primary field of fire is straight ahead.
My
I'm gonna have to go and look over that because I'm pretty certain that from what they were saying was incorrect because I was taught a different way. But because normally first man like cuts right.
I mean, it's a situation that can be resolved with a 2-second conversation as you're lined up outside the door.
Yeah. So I mean, ideally, know which direction you're going. Know
Yep.
which direction the person you're following and the person following you is going. So the so what I'm looking for on this. The key takeaways is literally knowing what your job is in the line.
Yeah.
Normally, the way it goes is if you're just going to go through, like, since we'll just use this door right here. So, say if just imagine these are down, it's just a solid wall. You just got this door here. Okay. You go through, you're stacked up. You got one person. Well, no, not that.
It's down.
Okay. So, if, say, you're not using a breach charge because we don't have them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking, they're on back order. First man will open the door, whereas either the last man in or the one that's pulling security would either be ready with either a grenade or a flashbang, depending upon the circumstances. And it's like, 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, all's up. Fourth man who's beside security comes over, and they either stand right on my right shoulder to be ready to toss in, or off in where you're standing at, but not in the opening. So that way, once it's everybody's ready, doors open, flash out.
Yep. That's
And if
weird.
it's 9 bang, 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 bang. After the last bang, you move in, secure your fields.
Yep. I'm sorry, I'm just
But if
distracted by
it's-
the hovering wire.
That's the world we live in. You should be used to it.
Yeah. I have not seen
But,
that particular thing before.
But yeah, so the fucking hell, my train of thought just derailed. Coming out, doing that, yada yada yada. Oh yeah. So the thing to keep in mind is what your mission is, what the objective is, civilian considerations. Okay. If say this building is full of assholes, it's just lighting everybody up, and we were able to get right here. And let's say you got a C7 or a C12.
Just drop the whole
Or
building with them in it.
something. Yeah. Go up, just plant the charges on the wall, and then we back the fuck up out of there. And while they're just too busy going, ha ha ha, pew 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 pew, pew 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 pew, pew 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 pew, then you go, ha 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 ha, boom, bitch, and then drop it down on top of them.
I like that part. It's why I got into this job. Well, this specialty.
So, because you're not always going to have to clear a building.
Yeah.
If there is a
Oh.
shitload of if there's a shitload of assholes inside, and it's just like, you know what? You got your charges?
Yep. I was just thinking that's what you do after you're done.
What does
You know,
Clei
or-
mean?
It says clear. The R is just over
It
the
clearly
H.
says Clei.
But yes, I have some C7 on me.
So we're just going to simulate everybody inside is hostile.
They're Innies. I saw they had Innie kit.
C7 might not be big enough, but eh. Come on,
How many C7s you got?
4.
Toss down another.
Sorry, the interaction thing is being a bit finicky. There's that.
And one for good measure for me.
All right, that corner.
I got you covered. We know which way the Innies are facing because we saw them through drone or somebody else spotting as you moved up with your cover guy.
All right, charge is set.
And then we back the fuck up on out of here. We got good safe standoff distance. So that in case anybody gets, comes out, it's like, oh shit, I can drop it. And then you drop the building. After building's been dropped, you push back up.
All right, 3 was enough.
Honestly, I think one might have done it.
Yeah, but P for plenty.
And then we verify.
Oh fuck, that was full of civilians. I forgot.
Nope,
about
those are Innies. Those are insurrectionist
no, no,
officers.
Okay.
This was a clandestine meeting of the Innies.
LT, you're supposed to cuff him.
No. If we're blowing up a building with them in it, this wasn't a capture mission. This was a kill mission.
Oh, but we've gotten yelled at for doing that before.
That's because that wasn't a true kill mission. Or
Wow.
that wasn't strictly a kill mission. ODSTs don't go on military operations.
Anyway, yeah.
So,
Th-
with that, you'd go through, verify the dead. Okay, we were expecting 5 people. We got 1, 2,
3, 4.
3, 4.
And 5 over here.
3, 4, 5. Yep. So you got everybody. So all you would do is, take pictures. So that way you confirm they are dead.
Psychological warfare. For people who come to look at what's here.
Which one was it? Nope.
Jesus. Okay.
What?
But that's basically in a nutshell.
Skill
That's
issue.
why whenever you go through, normally you'll end up hearing, they'll put it out in the mission brief on what type of mission it is. Okay, we're going to assault this base. Okay, people surrender. Well, you can't shoot them. You gotta take them prisoner.
Yep.
Unfortunately. But if they're, if they say, wipe everything, nobody, fucking, it does make it cease to exist, basically. Like, everything needs to die, then everything dies.
Yep.
If they're still bleeding out, okay, leave them. If they get back up, shoot them again. I mean, my idea of it is, been there to kill them. You shoot them, they're down. You see they're still wiggling around. Fucking.
Yeah, I just don't want the ONI or the Spartan mad at me.
I mean, bad news about
Oh, you
who's
don't
usually
kill 'em.
given those orders, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're telling me to do it, then they're not going to later get pissed at me for doing it, right?
Let's put it this way. Your straight up kill missions, that's coming from Oni.
Well, yeah, I just
Yeah, it's
you know.
typically when you have missions where you are told that accepting the enemy's surrender is not required or an option, that's 9 times out of 10. And by that I mean 10 times out of 10 going to be coming from Oni.
Yeah. Wait, were they not the ones who were unhappy the last time when we got told not to do that?
I believe that was the captain.
Okay. I just don't want to bring heat down on the rest of the squad.
That's the captain that I think has, might have some slight sympathies towards the Ennies. I'm kidding, but I'm not.
Oh, also, can I test something with you guys while we're here? I found a
No.
way. I found a way to say, like, if I find an explosive, I can like mark its position on the HUD for you guys too. I just wanted to make sure that actually comes up for you guys properly.
I'll stand by.
Oh, I was just gonna go put something down.
But you see, I'm going to put something down.
And then I have to do my job properly.
Boy, I hope there's nothing spicy on that road.
Which direction on the road?
East. Oh, I hope those were actually mines I placed.
Looks like an IED.
It was a UXO. Oh, yep, that does work.
That works. Do me a favor, back up. Or unless you want to try to defuse it.
Alright, I'll go defuse it.
Why do you have to encourage her? I mean, I guess I'd rather her be up there diffusing it than me, but you know.
I was just gonna shoot it.
Does she know she's walking past it?
No, she's fucking right on it right now. She's just gotta get close enough to it.
Oh, I've got just some parallax from the indicator.
There's yours. You may fire when ready. Some of them are
Missed.
very insensitive.
Well, that's because it's under 100 meters,
Yeah.
so I have to gauge the shots.
I'll go check the rest of the road, I guess.
So wait, did my fucking shot just count both of those?
There's 3 in total. One's hopefully disarmed that she walked right past, and then the other, you shot one and it blew up the one next to it. You can come back now.
I don't think Barnes is on the radio anymore.
Barnes. Oh my god, is this suppressed?
Yes. Yep. You failed. Barn. Always remember, when you switch kits, get back on radio.
Oh yeah, channel.
You're good to come back. There was just the 3.
Okay. I only found 2 though.
That's because the one that I shot blew up the second one.
Tempted to spawn one in right in front of her as she's running. I think that would be mean though.
It's good to know that syncing works though, so I can, mark things.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
pretty slick. I mean, it works for everyone because I'm not in your squad even, so that's pretty cool.
Question is if it's everybody on our side or if it's everybody. Period.
Probably everyone on our side.
Okay.
Honestly, if the enemy didn't know where their mines are, then
They're not good at their job.
yeah, we're gonna have a real easy day.
But yeah, no, everybody that's synced up to our systems.
All right. So, and if I do plant anything, I will mark it the same way.
That would be ideal.
Thank you very much for the training, though.
Yeah, thank you for participating.
I always want to learn more shit, so.
I mean, that's a good attitude to have, you know?
Vape niche.
Well, here's one thing to kind of give you a little test on. Third out of that smoke. If you do it fast enough, you can do that with a grenade, provided that they don't cook it.
Yeah, the LT taught me that, like, one of my first sim days.
That was actually
I didn't know.
Tessa.
Ah.
No, I would my personal philosophy is if somebody throws a grenade and it lands at your feet, I would prefer to
Run
not
away.
be there. Yeah, that's just me, but if you want to be the hero and throw it back, by all means, I'm not going to stop you.
I am not an action movie star. I know this.
I saw you in the sim the other day, don't even.
In my defense, I thought the frag grenade would have been much more effective than it was.
No, those Sangheili are built different.
Oh, and healing, yeah. No, you
Yeah,
don't need
I
it,
chucked
it's like-
3 frag grenades into a mortar pit, and I don't think it even
Now,
got any of them.
is it a frag or is it a HEDP?
Yeah, the M9. Not that one. This one. Can you see that?
Huh?
This one?
In M9 HEDP, standard UNSC issue frag grenade.
Oh, okay. But
Next time, I'm just dropping a fire support on that mortar pit. It's safer. Actually, wait, I can't do that anymore. I don't have a smart finder. Well, I can't do.
You can drop fire
accurate.
support without. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I just can't do it accurately.
did they go over how to? Has anybody gone over the 8 grid with you on how to do an 8 grid?
I think I touched on it with them at one point.
Yeah. The method I learned before was like the keypad one. So you have your grid square, then that's subdivided into 1 through 9 like a keypad.
It's not like that for us. It's basically adding another division of 10. So the first half of your grid is always going to be your easting. The second half is going to be your northing. Or it might be the other way around. I'm kind of stupid right now. So, if like 12 is a perfectly valid grid, or like right now, our grid, we're in 0-2, would be like a 2 grid. 0620 would be a 4 grid, and then 067205 is a 6 grid. So you can see you're just adding another digit to each half, So an 8 grid, you're just adding another digit on top of that, on top of each one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think the keypad, but that one is. I think I learned that because it's a bit simpler to visualize.
All right, well, what's the 8 grid? If you look on your map, there's a 0 on the marker. What's the 8 grid of that?
Okay, so easting first, so that would be like a 2.
It's just 2?
No, so I'm trying to figure it. So it's 0. Yeah.
Wait, which 0
So
are you
zeros-
talking about?
The
There are
blue
blue
0
zero,
under
which is
Oh,
Tazluka.
fuck, I just deleted it.
I'll make a new one. All right, that 0 right there.
Okay, 068 2. Yeah, 0682 2048.
Cool. Yep, that's how you do it.
Okay.
So, and this is just something worth noting. When you're calling in artillery, given that most of the time that has a spread of 75 meters about, a 6 grid is pretty good accuracy there, unless you want to get fun with it,
Yeah.
I
don't have the ability to laser guide anymore.
I mean, laser guided still have dispersion. It's better, but it's still dispersion.
Crap. I just realized it's going to be a lot harder for me to deal with things like that Covenant building in the future.
Well,
There was a sim yesterday that had a big turret on the top that I was able to laze a round onto, but
I mean, you have a method. You have a drone. Drones can laze.
I do not have drones reliably anymore.
Morningstar has a drone.
True.
So
Well,
it
yeah,
could
one of my
be
loadouts has a drone,
it could
but-
be very much Morningstar if he has his AT kit. He sets out a drone for you. You pilot the drone, lays it. Morningstar does the thing.
Okay. Hopefully we just don't have another incident like the Camp Pegasus incident.
Oh, where you don't know how to fly?
No, the one where I lazed a tower intending to, blow up the
Oh,
tower full of bad guys, and
yeah.
the entire camp went kablooey.
I mean, that was an Archer missile. That's, yeah.
That was an Archer missile with loads of fucking munitions inside that tower.
Yeah.
In my defense, you're not supposed to keep munitions in towers because of lightning strikes.
I think it was below the tower.
That you don't want them there either. You don't want them anywhere in the ground path of the tallest object. in the
Okay,
area.
well, if you want to fucking join the innies and let them know, please don't.
I don't.
Because I very much prefer the Ennies putting their munitions below their towers.
Yeah, it just makes it
Not
a
to
bit hard.
mention, on top of
Over.
that, that tower that we dropped the archer on is a cargo tower. It is meant for storing things.
Yeah, presumably things that you're not incredibly reactive.
I mean, storing anything, really. You can put munitions in there, you can put a really depressing office, like whatever you want to do, you know?
I've been told many times that just because you can do something does not mean you should.
Well, sometimes you gotta piss with the cocky guy, you know?
Speaking of, that reminded me of something. I'll tell you later.
Oh god. Morningstar, I'd like to file a sharp report.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I'll just
Yeah.
I'll file it with myself and just throw it in the round bin. Well,
I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I can think of.
yeah, I was gonna say if there's nothing else going on, I got paperwork to do, so.
All right. Enjoy. I need to go
yeah.
scrub a wall some more.
Yeah, yes you do.
I still am going to leave those on enemy walls, though.
If y'all are free tomorrow, which I'm guessing probably aren't, what with the
I might
the
be, but
holiday
I
on
make
our
no
heads.
promises of my combat effectiveness.
Yeah.
By
I
the evening, the food coma should have subsided.
I do still have that sim and this or that sim exercise that we can run if you want. Assuming that the simulation doesn't reset at the end of the night, but it shouldn't, so.
Yep. We don't really need that shed anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, let's head back.
All right.
Come to think of it, the M168 would be a good use for one of those just eliminate the whole fucking building missions that you mentioned. Or dropping a bridge.
The problem with that big ass explosive is that it's going to not just take out the one building, it's going to take out other buildings.
Yeah, the M168 is kind of near grid square.
I say just leave the fuck pile in.
To get up on our ass and pull a Fitzsimmons.
I mean, that's all on you if you want to perpetuate the stereotype.
Nah.
You want us to refuel the hogs at the depot, LT, or just park them back on the apron?
Just park them.
Copy that. Oh yeah, I also figured out what those trailers really remind me of. It's exactly like the one I had back in the camp.
Oof.
Except it's not stacked, you know, like 5 high. Oh hey, Morningstar,
enough.
other question you might know.
What?
So the ferret has a separate commander's optic, right? How do you unslave that from the main gun aiming?
What?
Because I remember in that mission we did with the ferret, Shields was in it for a while,
and then we had to switch some people around. And during that, the commander's optic got locked to the gun, and I couldn't figure out how to unlock it.
I mean, I'm in the commander's optic right now, and it's free, so...
Yeah, it started out free and then locked somehow. We didn't know how to unlock it.
I don't know, I'll get out if you want to try it.
It's okay, I don't see myself being vehicle crew a lot anyway.
You'd be surprised.
Could be due to the fact Hold up. Someone hop in the gunner seat.
Yeah, I can see yours is separate now. I can actually see where you're looking, too. Like on my HUD.
Let's go see how waterproof this thing is.
Alright, so...
Alright, so the one thing that you need to make sure of is that when you're not actively looking through the site, it's going to stay where you're looking. Or like, it's going to stay with the turret.
Yeah.
Because we're inside the turret. But once you go through to look in, I don't know of any way of locking anything, so...
Huh. Question is the swamp deep enough for this test?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay, we are swimming. Or we were briefly. Yeah, I can see the prop spitting through the external cam.
Yeah, I think the wheels are doing most of the work, but, you know.
Okay,
Oh,
there
there we
you
go. Oh yeah, we're definitely swimming now.
I'm going to do some fishing.
High explosive fishing?
Oh, I love it. I have a little, like, fucking hatch I can open.
Yay.
This is what happens when the elk busts ass.
Sorry, what?
Said your farts stink.
Oh. Sorry, it was that jalapeno and cheese.
How do you smell anything through your filters?
It's that bad.
I can't smell anything.
That's probably fucking, I don't know, low G adaptation or some shit. Like, I know if I grew up on a fucking rock with recycled air my entire life, oh god, I can see the dot. Fuck, I hate the dot.
I can see the dot too.
Wait a minute. Adjust your guys' aim real quick. Okay, never mind.
Also, I guess we did learn these things are 20mm proof. At least, you know, at a range of like a click and a half. Because the Stevas never pinned us, just gave us a headache.
No, it actually was doing. There was actually a little bit of damage done, so.
Oh. Hey, artillery base.
Matter of fact, just to verify that, you want to pop up a CWIS that I can control and just light this bitch up?
Yeah, actually,
Or
I've got
light up
a
a ferret?
I've got a scythe turret right here. I'll load up. Give me 1 second.
Oh, hey, there's the drone. The auto land actually worked this time.
Yeah, it'll
Alright,
auto
stand
land
by.
airstrip, so.
Alright, scythe deployed.
I think the dot is related to one of you two, because it's still in front of the ferret.
I would turn in if I were you.
Oh, I'm not in anymore.
Coward.
I can't see shit if I'm doing it, so.
Yeah, wheels are fuckered, but it still drives.
What?
Oof, ouch, owie, my everything. Alright. Alright, y'all, I'm actually gonna head off. I've got a meeting to
somebody
go
go
to, so.
Guns moved. And I'm not gonna fuck it as I just told you to go check it.
Alright, I'm gonna be, I've gotta head off. I'll be in my head on the server just so it stays up, but, I will talk to y'all later.
Yeah, I'm probably about to head out myself. I need to go get some food. But, what was the status of it?
Completely fuckered.
So it's all red now?
A-firm. So the initial hits just popped the tires, but then once I turned so you could give it a broadside, it pinned pretty much immediately, so.
Makes sense. Frontal armor's pretty well sloped.
Alright, well, talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Alright, and that is a note for you, chat, as well. Thanks all for watching. I will talk to you later, and have a nice day. Bye.